Chairman, I'd like to move the table. And the reason I'd like to move the table is the parties are trying to work out an amendment that risks tearing apart this entire process. And I think that we ought to move the table and so at least work can be done. They have the votes, they can bring it and pass it. We need to move the table rather than to try to have this discussion here around matters that are very complex. We need the best minds to come to the table. So if the chairman's going to move forward, we at least need to have the best information.
I'll second that.
Wait a minute, no. Best information. We're very close.
Trying to help you.
I need help. I'm trying to help myself first. We've worked hard here through all these amendments. And this is something that is so sensitive that this is pulling apart. I think we ought to move the table. So that folks can try to get a deal as opposed to just trying to work within the confines of this floor. I know Chairman Worthen's been working hard and folks that are supporting me. But I would say this about this notion, about this Greta support. I support Greta as well, have as a member of the RC. But let's also have this conversation. We put funding in place for Greta for 6 years, right? The full amount would have been 10 years at $180 million, right? The state of Georgia during the recession's budget is contracted by $2 billion, at least. Over the next 10 years, it's highly likely that the state will return to fiscal health. If we don't try to find a resolution, we're all going to be hurt. We're all going to be carrying that burden. I don't think that's fair. I think putting forward $100 million was more than fair for 6 years. But we could put ourselves in a position as counties and cities where the state is actually back to its pre-2008 budget levels with robust finances, while counties and cities, our budgets aren't going to be growing. And our budgets aren't going to be growing because the states have passed laws to prevent our budgets from growing. The state passed a law that says that our property values are now going to be tied to the most recent sale of real estate, which means that even while the state's budget recovers, counties and cities' budgets are not. And Chairman Worthen knows that. And all of you all know that. In the city of Atlanta, if you sell a house right now, a house that's sold for $600,000, the same thing in Norcross. If it sells for $300,000, that's what we're tying the sales tax to. I mean, let's at least, we're killing ourselves. We've already put $100 million on the region. And I'm just saying, let's try to work it out. But to take on the whole load at a time where over a 10-year period, the state could get back to 2008 levels and have $3-4 billion in cash with no obligation to transit? Really? We want to pass that?